Guadalupe Centers celebrates Cinco de Mayo because it's critical to the lives of the immigrants that came in the early 1900s. My grandparents were part of that. My grandfather having come to Kansas City in the early 1920s. That group of immigrants brought with them their culture and their pride, and they found camaraderie. So this was bringing their culture, their history, their music, and the closeness of community here to a new land.
Probably the people coming to Guadalupe Center year after year after year. So often you see people with smiles when they would get here, and the anticipation of the music, the dancing, the smell of the food, all of those things make a big fiesta, and that's something that we all look forward to.
So what's so great about our fiesta is that we really incorporate the whole family. So we're trying to figure out ways to excite people, to keep people here, to draw in the families, to make the big crowds. The food that gets brought in, the food that gets made, it's prepped, weeks in advance. You're talking about masa for tamales, including vendors from different parts of South America, of Latin America. But families are going to have that real sense of community and connection with the stuff that we have for the kids carnival, the kids attractions, to the performers. We've got our own mariachi student group that comes. We've got our own folkloric dancers from our schools that come and perform. So there's something for everybody. And that sense of belonging, that sense of bienvenidos, welcome to the Guadalupe Centers. Come see our culture, come check us out. This is what we're about.
Well, Guadalupe Centers has been celebrating Cinco de Mayo pretty much since the beginning of the organization. I think it's something that's tied into just family bringing culture to this community.
It comes down to the individuals, these family members that put together the stages, that make all the arrangements, the food, the entertainment. All of that together comes down to these individuals who are committed to Guadalupe Center, to our mission, and it's the same as it was over 100 years ago.
Cinco de Mayo celebration is important to me personally because when my family first came here to this part of the city, it was a very musical family. And so my grandfather and my father have participated in many of these fiestas throughout the years. I think it's important to keep this tradition of the Cinco de Mayo fiesta at Guadalupe Centers for many reasons, but I think probably the most important reason is, when this first was started, again, it was a way for local neighbors and friends to get together.
Years, just as older families were pulling together to set up stages and to get the food prepared or to organize the music and the performances, today's families are doing the same things. So the tradition carries on just as strongly now, and that is making memories.
It's been amazing to be able to bring my boys in from when they were babies to actually working in the kitchen, volunteering, prepping food beforehand. My kids look forward to it. They've been a part of it since they were born. So it crosses generations. And then I remember growing up with my dad being a part of it at the Guadalupe Centers too. It's amazing how it ties to all of our families, to our roots, to our upbringing, and how it shapes us to be who we are today.
My vision for the Cinco de Mayo Fiesta at Guadalupe Centers, first and foremost, will be to continue to have this fiesta, this event, continue to exist for another 100 years.